things started on a great note. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Duke Blue Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
For the Duke Blue Devils, you might have known this school for basketball, but wait just a minute. Football is making some noise. Coming off an ACC championship game appearance last year and a title, they are primed to make another run. 6-2 in the league last season. Manny Diaz has his team ascending. Can they replace their quarterback? That's the big question as they get ready to kick things off here in Wallace Wade Stadium. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Duke's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Blue Devils offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hard running there. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the option. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tulane!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. 2nd down coming up. Running to the left. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Blue Devils are flying down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Richardson. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Snagged out of the air. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quickly out to the tight end. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. Give to the running back. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Tulane now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. Oh, he found a space on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. Floating away. And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down and he could not get away. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Caught and he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout Duke. That's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy time. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. He unleashes a long one. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Hawkeyes trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. Now over to your game at Wallace-Wade Stadium. We have a front row seat for two dazzling quarterbacks here today. Both have shown the ability to throw it, but also tuck it and run. Two dual-threat QBs who have a real future at the next level. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace-Wade Stadium.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. It's complete to the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires it incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And the point after is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. The run inside. It's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's McClure. Got enough for the first. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Nice move to pick up yardage. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's McClure. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeps it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This offense has it with really good field position. Rides the option, he keeps it. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. The option look. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it on the move. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Blue Devils sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coaching. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. There's some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside. It's McClure. And they're able to make the tackle. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Grab behind the line. It's Nicholas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and now the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look... Makes the grab in their space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coverage. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to...
And the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up. Couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down. Finds his man. It's Richardson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Campbell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they got him.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. And finally, they come away with their 1st sack.
The inside handoff. Might have a chance. Got enough space. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Calls his own number, and he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The keeper on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Campbell. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It'll be 3rd and long.
Wide 53. Wide 53.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. You got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.